Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a very fun video to get into because we have a wide range of topics. We have some Switch 2 leaks, some Switch 2 game updates, some Switch 2 rumors. I have a theory about when Metroid Prime 4 is releasing, and I think I'm missing some other stuff, but regardless, it's a very, very fun video. So let's go ahead and get into this video. So we are officially in July now, right? There's definitely going to be a Nintendo Direct this month. All signs are pointing towards that. Will it happen this week? I don't know about that. But you know, basically I'm doing my own Directs every day. I got all the news you need to know. We should probably get into this video, but before we do, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. We are getting very close to 19,000 subscribers. I think we're like 250 away. So hit that subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram so we can keep our amazing communities growing. And at the end of the video, stay tuned so you can learn how to win some eShop gift cards or some Switch 2s. Now let's go ahead and get into it. So first, let's talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza for a moment. We finally have something confirmed that we all kind of knew. We all thought that this looked like the same team that worked on Super Mario Odyssey. But then I heard that there was a rumor, or maybe it was from an actual publication, that it was a spin-off of the Super Mario Odyssey team. But essentially, it looks like it is the exact same team who worked on Super Mario Odyssey. That team is Nintendo Entertainment Planning and Development and 1UP Studios. They have not revealed which specific members are working on it, but I mean, look at the game. It essentially looks like Super Mario Odyssey, just with Donkey Kong. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm a diehard Mario fan. I think this game is going to be drastically better than Super Mario Odyssey, and that's nothing against Super Mario Odyssey. But Super Mario Odyssey was essentially just another Mario game. This looks like it has Game of the Year potential and arguably Game of the Decade potential from Nintendo. I know that sounds crazy, but I just really think this game is going to be one of those certified hood classics when we look back on it. Now, before we get into some leaks and some other news, I have a theory about the release date for Metroid Prime 4. We know it's happening in 2025, but the question is when? When we go to the later half of the year, it's almost mapped out. You know, there are a couple months where it could potentially come out. Maybe December, it could be a holiday release. I think it's coming out in August. And the reason why is because of something Nintendo just let us know about. So we have these little icons, or whatever the hell we call these. Yeah, icons. We have these for Super Metroid, right? These are what you redeem through Nintendo Online or something like that. I don't ever redeem these things, but these are redeemable until August 4th. Yes, these things are only redeemable for about a month, sometimes two. I think August is when Metroid Prime 4 is coming. I think they're going to do some stuff to get us hyped up for Metroid. I know we have Donkey Kong coming out this month. I think we'll probably get a Metroid Prime 1 remaster Switch 2 upgrade this month. If there is a Nintendo Direct, I think it's possible we get Metroid Prime 2 and 3 in a bundle, the same way we got it for Pikmin 1 and 2, and then Metroid Prime 4 in August. Is this a far-fetched theory? Sure, but hey, it could happen, and I stand by this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into a strange leak. I just found a weird Nintendo patent, I guess for VR, but like a group setting of VR, and everybody has a different device and they're all playing together. Very strange stuff. So as you can see, this was published on July 1st, which is the day I'm recording this video. And then when you go in here, at first I was like, what the hell is this? But they're saying you'll be able to play whatever this game is, or I don't even know if it's a game, but you'll be able to access this, and there'll be like 1,000 different ways to look at what's going on. And it depends on what console or device you're using, I think. So as you can see, we have all these guys right here. I'm just going to call them Doug number 1, Doug number 2, Doug number 3. But they really have them. First user, second user, fourth user. I'm going to assume this is third user. Oh, yes, it's right there. And everybody has a different device. This kind of looks like a gaming console. This looks like a phone. This looks like a cup of coffee. We have the TV up here. As you can see, this guy has those very stylish glasses. And maybe something here. And then obviously this looks like a controller, kind of. Almost like a gamepad, right? But I would say a controller. And then depending on which person is doing what, like they see the game from a different angle. Right here, man. This looks crazy. Look at this guy right here. What the hell is that, an alien? This looks like a skateboard ramp. X Game Simulator? Maybe. This is weird. And you can see the cameras behind this person, the cameras behind this person. 2 cameras are on this guy. There's other cameras going this way. Normally when you look at a patent, you're like, okay, I kind of see what's going on. And you can see this guy right here. He has an egg-shaped head. What's that got to do with a patent? Nothing. But he's wearing some kind of goggle device. And wherever he's looking is where the camera's looking. He's looking this way, the camera's that way. Looking up there, camera's going that way. And then you have glasses here and then a controller here. So maybe you're holding this controller while you have the glasses on. This guy looks like he's on top of a UFO right there. I wish my job was to draw patent doodles. That sounds like the funnest job ever. To be honest, I don't know what the hell this is. And that's why it's so interesting to me. Normally you can kind of figure out what's going on. I don't know what is going on at all here. Just with the way the Switch 2 is, we have mouse controls, we have game share, we have the camera. There's just so many things this generation. Of course, some kind of VR, something is going to come back. And this might be pointing towards that. Now, let's talk about a few Nintendo Switch 2 games. First, let's talk about a potential Switch 2 game. And I find this very interesting, if this is true. So, Marvel Rivals Nintendo Switch 2 port still under consideration at NetEase, if they ever actually get a dev kit for it. So I was reading through the comments, and the general consensus is nobody knows why this is happening. And I heard that this was the same thing that kind of happened when the PS5 came out, or at least maybe that's what happened, but that's probably why we're not seeing as much third-party announcements yet. I thought we would get a bunch of third-party announcements right away. I thought that was going to be a huge selling point. Like, the console was going to come out, a few weeks later we're going to see a million third-party announcements. But obviously, the people who got dev kits were the announcements you already seen. Maybe there's just not enough to go around. I really don't know how it works, but I find this very strange that we're a month in and we're still in like this weird transitional phase where the people who need dev kits most don't have them. So today is July 1st, today I'm recording this video. WWE 2K25 made their announcement. We all knew there was an announcement coming. I gotta say, the game looks incredible. I have not played a wrestling game, I think, since maybe the GameCube. I can't remember the one I played on N64, but I was addicted to it. Me and my cousin played the shit out of it. I think it has Stone Cold on the cover, maybe. Maybe it was WWF or NWO or something like that. I actually can't remember. WWE 2K25, maybe I'll pick it up, or would have been attempting to pick it up, or thought about picking it up if it was a physical game. The game looks incredible. I heard some people saying it looks better than the PS5. Let's be real here. It doesn't. It looks phenomenal, but I don't think it looks better than the PS5. But I guess it does come down to your preference as well, because I think the colors actually look a little bit better on the Switch 2. It still looks good. Really good, actually. And I think that just shows the power of the Switch 2 and all the things we could possibly get this generation. But the game. It's not even a game key card, guys. It's a physical box with a digital code inside it. What are we doing here? Are we going one step forward, 74 steps backwards here? I'm pretty sure these games are made by EA, which has the money to be able to make physical games. What are we doing here, man? This is something I can see selling very poorly and then going on the eShop sale like 6 months or something. You can get the basketball game 2K25 on the eShop sale for like $10 already. So this would have been physical. I think it would have sold fairly well, but it's not. One of my subscribers actually just messaged me on Instagram. You guys should follow me there on Twitter or Instagram. I talk to you guys all the time. Oh yeah, click the Discord link in the description. I forgot about that. I gotta re-download it. Now that I'm streaming weekly, I will be active on the Discord. They messaged me and said that Wild Hearts has a release date, and it is in fact a game keycard. And I have it pulled up right here, and they're right, another game keycard. It looks pretty cool, right? Kind of reminds me of Monster Hunter a little bit. Yeah, I know people enjoy this, but I just have no idea what it is. And the price seems fair. This is 43 euros, so like $40 in America. Not a bad price, but it is a game key card. I'll be honest, I don't care that much. I always prefer physical, but I will take a game key card over a digital code in the box any day. Every time we get a small glimmer of hope, like, yes, this game did physical, maybe these other games will. No, it's not happening. So yeah, another Switch 2 game key card update. And I saved the best news for last, guys. Yes, we know the Switch 2 is selling incredibly well. We know this. What was was it 3 million consoles in like 4 days? I can't remember what it was, but I know it was like some kind of sales record, fastest selling console of all time, or fastest selling Nintendo console, or something like that. Allegedly, Nintendo leaked their sales for the Switch 2, and it is 5 million consoles sold in less than a month. But as good as this news sounds, and I'm sure it's probably true, I've heard two things here. I've heard that this is factual, that they've hit 5 million consoles sold, and I've also heard or read from people actually in the industry that it wasn't their exact sales numbers, it was what they were projected to sell by the end of June. So maybe it's higher than 5 million, maybe it's a little lower, or maybe that is the actual number. Regardless, this makes it the fastest selling console in history. I'm pretty sure the previous one was the PS5, and honestly the PS5 probably could have beat this, but we know there was chip shortages and just COVID going on and scalping. It was just a horrible mess. Would've, should've, could've, doesn't really count. This is factual, or maybe factual. This is really happening. 5 million consoles, man, in a month. Like, what are we doing here? Their goal, I think, is 15 million in 1 year. If the stock is there, and they continue, obviously not on the same trajectory, that's not possible, but if they just continue having the stock there and new games coming out, I could see 20 million consoles sold in a year. This holiday is going to be crazy for Nintendo. I think it's arguably going to be the best holiday they've ever had on record. As far as sales and consoles sold and software sold, as long as the games are there, this truly might be the best holiday in Nintendo history coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think about this. I would love to hear from you guys. If you made it to this part of the video, hit a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. We're doing weekly streams, so consider becoming a member. Join the Discord. I have stickers and merch coming soon. I have been paying a bunch of artists to make me a bunch of cool logos and graphics because I hate AI and I will always support real art. And after I'm done editing tonight, I'm going to be going over a bunch of this art with a bunch of different artists from around the world to approve and get some stuff done. And hopefully new stickers soon, and then probably some hats and shirts, man. Why not, right? So be on the lookout for that. But you guys know me, I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.